Yo, what's up guys? My name is Rick, and as you can see this video is pretty long. It is over 11 minutes, which for my standards at least is pretty crazy. I hope it doesn't discourage you from watching it though, because this is a pretty damn good match. It is pretty long, as I said. It is standard as well, which, I don't even play that much simply because of the fact that they drag out so much, so often. But it is, as I said, a really good battle. He is using a Skarmolas, as you can see there, which is kind of, I'd rather not see that, but hey. Whatever, let's just get into it, because, man, this is going to be long. Luckily I have some water with me here. Anyway, so I lead with my Heatran, he leads with a Latias. I don't expect him to want to trick my Heatran, so what I'm going to do is switch into my Ferrothorn to take the Surf, and that is indeed what he goes for. I'm not expecting him to be Expert Belt, because lead Expert Belt Latias, or Latios for that matter, is something that you will probably never see. So he is definitely choiced. What I'm going to do here is go for the Leech Seed, because I don't actually have Stealth Rock on this guy. I have Spikes, which I don't really want to set up yet, because I want to get at my rocks first. In comes the Skarmory, which is nice, because I like to have some seed on that. Break his 30 as well. And what I'm going to do here is switch back to my Heatran, basically, to force him back out to something else as I get at my rocks. And he is going to go for some Spikes of his own. Not actually Stealth Rock. I don't even know if he has Stealth Rock on his team. He does have a Metagross, though, but I don't know. Anyway, I do get some Leech Seed recovery. No, I don't, because I'm at full HP. What am I talking about? Okay, as I said, I'm just going to go for your Stealth Rock. In comes Blissey, obviously, because I'm a special attacker. That's what you switch into, a special attacker, when you have it. So, that kind of... Man, I hate seeing that thing, though. He makes a really nice double switch here as I switch into my Gliscor to basically try and wall him, get my Toxic Orb activated as he switches into a Latias, his Latias. I'm just going to go for the Protect because I do have it. I would just want to scout what he wants to lock himself into. He is going to go for the Surf, which kind of makes me think that he might predict my Ferrothorn to come back in. So instead I'm going to switch back to my Starmie, because even if he doesn't switch, a Surf is going to be, something I can take. But he does switch into his Terrakion. He doesn't know that I don't even have a Water move, which I don't, which is funny. But it's going to force him out regardless, because he doesn't know that, and he's going to go back to his Blissey. I'm going to go for a Sub. I have Sub, Pain Split, and Bolt Beam on this guy. And I'm just going to go sub down to where I want to go for a Pain Split, heal myself back up, basically, which is really all I want to do at this point, because it's not going to damage him too much. Well, it is, but he is going to get the Wish Recovery, so it kind of cancels it out. But I heal myself back up to full, though, which is nice. I'm going to switch back to my Ferrothorn as he just goes for the Seismic Toss again, not knowing if I want to stay in forever and just keep subbing, Pain Splitting, whatever. All that. And I think I just go for some Spikes here, because I do want to get those up now that Blissey is... being actively used. I want to get some damage on it, so I'm going to go for the Spikes. As he switches back to Latias, I was kind of not sure what he wanted to switch back into. He could have gone back to Skarm just to get up his own Spikes. Then again, does he really want me to get up all of my Spikes as well? It's kind of iffy, but he does go back to Latias instead, and I'm just going to go switch back to my Heatran this time, because last time I switched into Starmie, I believe, yeah. And he might predict that this time, and he does. He goes for Draco Meteor, expecting me to go back to Starmie, but this time I go back to Heatran, so that works. He does break my balloon, really not a big deal, because I haven't really seen anything that wants to threaten me with a ground move or anything, so I'm just going to go for my, actually I think I go for the double switch here, yeah, I expect him to go back to Blissey, but he actually goes into Terrakion, expecting me to go back to my Ferrothorn. And so as you can see, this is a highly skilled battle, we're both good players, at least he is. I'm kind of rusty because I haven't played in a while, so... So yeah, but I'm doing okay as of now, and I'm gonna go back to my Gliscor just to take the physical hit, and he goes for close combat. I see the Life Orb now. I think I saw that before though. Did I? I don't know. No, maybe I don't know. I know he's Life Orb now. I am gonna predict to switch back to Skarmory, I believe, and switch back to my I think Ferrothorn. Yep, just to get up some Spikes, maybe Leech Seed as well. I believe Leech Seed actually, because I really want this thing to get up some. To get back to a good amount of HP, because I'm getting pretty low. I'm at about half here. I don't have Wish or anything on my team, so I want to get some Leech Seed on him, get some recovery going. As he just sets up Spikes, it looks like he's going to go for his third layer as well. And after he sets all of those up, I'm expecting him to want to switch, expecting my third layer, which I don't go for. I go for the Gyro Ball, expecting him to go into his Latias or his Terrakion. Was kind of hoping for his Terrakion, but in comes Latias, that's fine as well. Get a Gyro Ball on him. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite kill him, which was kind of surprising as well. I really expected that to kill. But I'm just going to go back to my Starmie here. Just, I don't know. I don't think he really wants to go for a Draco Meteor again, because that's what he did last time. And he actually goes for HP Fire, which he had not shown me yet. So far, all he had shown me was stuff Natori could take. Ferrothorn, I mean. But he does, he might still pack the trick, but after he switches out, he is going to die from entry hazards anyway, so it really doesn't matter at this point. So that's good to know. He cannot wish himself back up to full either, because, or pass a wish, I should say, because of him dying from stealth rocks, basically. So once again, going to repeat the process of me going for pain split. This time I want to have him get up the wish first, so that I can pain split him and then kind of force him to heal himself back up as I switch back out. But he actually makes a good use of his Latias here and just fodders it out as I go for the pain split, which is a good play. And in comes Metagross. I don't know what kind of Metagross this is at all. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it do anything, basically. So I'm just going to go in for a pain split because I don't want to switch once again, because I as well will die from entry hazards if I do switch. And he makes kind of a misplay. He goes for the Pursuit because, as I said, I would have died from entry hazards anyway, so that really didn't make much sense to me. I was thinking Choice Band at first. But then I see Leftovers, and then I see Bullet Punch as well, so just kind of a misplay on his end. I guess we all make mistakes. As you'll see later on, I make a pretty crucial one myself. So, gonna go back into my Heatran. It looks like after Spike's damage, I am not going to be able to switch back in. So that's kind of something you might want to pay attention to. And he goes back to Bliss, gets hurt by Spikes and Stealth Rock as I miss my Fire Blast, which was kind of a big deal, as you'll see later on. As I said, I cannot really switch back out because it is going to kill me with Spikes, I believe. But I don't want to stay in and have him like pass a free wish or anything. So I'm just going to go switch back to my Ferrothorn and hopefully get up a Leafy or something. He goes for a wish. I kind of think he might want to pass that to something. I don't really know what though. And I do think the Terrakion is way too risky for him to switch into, because I could easily go for a Power Whip. Even if he wants to stay in with Bliss, it's a pretty obvious play on my end, but he does switch into it. Very ballsy move, and I hit myself in the face when that happened, because that really sucks. He gets that back up to full. I don't even go for anything like a Power Whip. As it was so obvious, though. I cannot believe he made his play like that. That was risky as hell. And right here, I make the biggest misplay of the game, basically. I expect him to predict my Gliscor, and because Close Combat was doing quite a number to it, I didn't expect him to... or I didn't want to switch into a Stone Edge, so I stay in. I should have fought out Heatran, really. That would have been the better play. But I kind of make up for it with a pretty sick play myself here, as you'll see. I'm going to go into my Gliscor. He is going to definitely want to switch out back to a Physical Wall, which I know. So what I'm going to do is switch back to my Zoroark, which he has not seen yet. And I know my Garchomp is in my last move slot at the moment, and he has not seen that yet either. So he doesn't know what kind of this thing this is based on Spike's damage or anything. So I go into my Zoroark, disguised as a physical attacker, and I nail his Physical Wall, which was awesome. That was one of the best plays I think I've ever made. And I think one of the best plays I've ever seen anyone make with a Zoroark as well. That was pretty sick, if I might say so myself. Kind of blowing my own horn here. Is that how the saying goes? I believe it is. I don't know. But that was awesome. Really, still doesn't make up for what I did with Ferrothorn, though. That was really stupid. Fodder Art Heatran now, kind of too late, but hey, it's really all I can do. And now I'm just going to go back to my Gliscor. I don't really want to risk me switching back to Zoroark again. I expect him to go into a Skarmory this time. And there's really no point anyway, because, man, Ferrothorn really was holding my team together, as well as stalling out basically everything he had on his team except for Terrakion. So that just really sucks. It really sucks how he made that ballsy move as well with a Wish Pass, yeah. Oh man, that was just crazy. So I do switch back to Zoroark here. He does know that now because, as you can see, I take Spike's damage again. So he is going to go back to Bliss. I was thinking about predicting that and go for Focus Blast, but he did have to sturdy back up with his Skarm. So I was thinking maybe he just wants to stay in with that, and have me just take him down to sturdy, if not predict and go for the Focus Blast. But no, he did switch back to Blissey. I don't believe a Focus Blast, even two of those, would have killed him at this point anyway, even if I did predict the switch. If that Fire Blast from Heatran would have killed, though, or would have hit, I mean, that might have actually killed. So that was kind of a big deal there. I do end up missing like 2 Focus Blasts, even 3 maybe, I believe. I don't know. I think I hit the one that protect and then missed the ones that on the turns that he didn't protect, so that was kind of stupid. Really doesn't matter though, unless I would have gotten like a crit or a special defense drop. But anyway, he is back up to full. I'm just gonna go into my Garchomp, really losing hope at this point. After making that stupid misplay and him making those ballsy moves that definitely helped him out. Crazy match we got here. So Just gonna get up in the SD because that's really the best I can do. Yeah, I know he has Terrakion that can outspeed me easily, but Earthquake is not even gonna be a 2-hit KO without the Swords Dance, so I'm gonna go for one first, then hit him down. I know it's not gonna kill him because Blissey just never fucking dies. That thing never dies. I just want to like nail it to the ceiling and use it as a fucking punching bag. That's how pissed that thing makes me. Shit. Anyway, finish him off with the Stone Edge. Kind of risky because I could have missed, but hey, as I said, I'm kind of losing hope here, so it really doesn't matter, even if I do miss. In comes Terrakion, and I really thought he would kill himself with the Life Orb here, but I believe he mentioned he lived on with 1 HP, which was like... oh man. And my last is my Gliscor. I don't actually have anything to hit Skarm at all. I have Toxic and Earthquake. But he did mention that he didn't PP max his guys, so I could potentially stall him out of PP, his Skarm that is. But then he misses like 3 Stone Edges here. I end up wasting 3 turns of PP, and I end up with 59 in total on my Gliscor, and he ends up with 61 on his Skarm after that. So that was just kind of funny. Thought I'd mention that. Didn't even matter that much because he still had Metagross left anyway. He could have easily played around that. But I'm gonna end up running here because PP stalling is not fun. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely feel free to come check out my personal channel. The link will be in the description. As I said, don't even play Standard that much, so if you don't like Standard, then don't let that hold you back, because I post up lots of stuff. So, yeah, I'll just see you guys later. Peace.